Welcome to New Sky TV. It's explosive. Guo Yuxin and Liu Xiaoxu are the biggest winners at the China TV Drama Awards. Short drama actors dominate the mainstream stage. This year's China TV Drama Awards was full of surprises. The biggest winners weren't Jia Jingwen, Zhang Yixin, or even Chen Yuling, but rather the short drama actors Guo Yuxin and Liu Xiaoxu, who dominated the entire event. Anyone who watched the live stream of the awards ceremony knows that their names were everywhere on the screen. They definitely carried the banner of the entire event's traffic. The organizers really understand the audience's hearts, arranging for this popular duo to sit together again. Guo Yuxin's surprised expression was exactly the same as mine watching on screen. Liu Xiaoxu's smile when he saw Xiaoxu was so bright and cheerful. He was practically the embodiment of Zhou Shengen from Summer of Fendra, instantly bringing back those iconic scenes from the drama. Keep in mind, for short drama actors to occupy the center position on a mainstream stage like the China TV Drama Awards is already incredibly impressive. Even more exaggerated is that they weren't just mentioned, but repeatedly mentioned, favored by the camera, and the subject of frenzied discussion among the audience. One comment on the live stream aptly summarized that, "Tonight isn't an award ceremony, it's a special event for Guo Yuxin and Liu Xiaoxu." Guo Yuxin, in particular, was on point from the red carpet to the event itself. Without deliberately posing, she was undeniably captivating, her relaxed and confident smile radiating a confidence born from the market in her work. Her aura of "I know it wasn't easy to get to where I am today" is instantly distinguishable from those mass-produced actors. Liu Xiaoxu, on the other hand, has been quietly labeled steady by the industry. When the camera pans to him, he doesn't try to steal the spotlight or panic, but always manages to give the most comfortable response at the most opportune moment. Some call him a hidden gem in the short drama circle, but it seems his hidden period is over. Even more intriguing is the data change after the ceremony. Related topics quickly trended on social media, the viewership of their past short drama surged again, and even old behind-the-scenes footage and interview clips from years ago were repeatedly unearthed by netizens. Capital always has the fastest nose for talent, and multiple projects have been reported to be in contact with the two, with the subject matter upgrading directly from short dramas to customized long dramas. This National Drama Awards, in a sense, was like a heavy hammer, slamming the entire industry awake. Audiences no longer blindly believe in background and star power, but only in the roles and the resonance they feel. Guo Yuxin and Liu Xiaoxu's success today is not due to luck, but the result of their hard work and chemistry in the short drama arena. So stop saying that short drama actors can't make it big. Tonight, they not only made it to the forefront, but also stood center stage. And this may only be the beginning. What truly breaks down defenses is not just the trophy itself, but the significance behind this moment. The fact that the annual Micro Short Drama Quality Actor Award was so solemnly placed to the center of the National Drama Awards main stage for the first time sends a very clear signal. Short dramas are no longer marginal, short drama actors are finally being seriously recognized. Looking back at Guo Yuxin and Liu Xiaoxu's path to fame, it becomes clear that this was not a matter of chance. Every time they break out of their comfort zone, it almost always hits the audience's emotional sweet spot. They're not slick, pretentious, or unrealistic. Their characters feel relatable, and their emotions are genuine. Especially their control over emotional details. A single glance, a pause, is enough to draw the audience firmly into the story, a skill currently highly sought after in the market. No wonder many industry insiders privately comment, this duo could easily compete in a long-running drama. Some platforms have even started hinting at replicating the success of Summer of Fendra, pushing them directly into larger-scale projects. The CP couple advantage is one aspect, but more importantly, both can hold their own in solo scenes and uphold the quality of the work. More realistically, after this event, the tide has clearly turned. Actors in short dramas, once labeled fast-moving consumer goods and low barrier to entry, are receiving such positive feedback in a mainstream setting for the first time. Audiences are no longer just discussing how sweet the characters are, but are beginning to seriously analyze the depth of their performances, the completeness of their characters, and even anticipating their next moves. Ultimately, Guo Yuxin and Liu Xiaoxu's meteoric rise to fame seems almost inevitable. The moment they stood center stage was not only a personal highlight but also a vindication for the entire short drama genre. This is not the end, but the beginning of a bigger stage. How far they will go next is uncertain, but one thing is certain, tonight, they have truly entered the mainstream and the hearts of more viewers. More importantly, this data is not a fabricated hype, but genuine popularity built episode by viewers. Summer Offender didn't have a massive promotional campaign at its launch, but relied on word of mouth to snowball its success. Behind the 3 billion views are countless organic recommendations and viewers' voluntary rewatches. Adding to this, their 3 recent works have accumulated over 5 billion views, which is not a matter of luck in creating a hit, but rather a testament to their consistent output. The market's biggest fear is never newcomers, but fleeting success, and Yuxin and Xiaoxu have precisely proven with their achievements that they possess the hard power to continuously attract viewers. The reason industry prejudices were broken is precisely because their path to success was so solid. They didn't rely on gimmicks or persona marketing, but on well-developed characters and accurate emotional delivery. Audiences can remember Bai Qingmei's restraint and outburst, and empathize with Zhou Shengen's forbearance and gentleness. These details are the real gold content. This wave of popularity came fiercely, but it wasn't empty. Behind it lies the recognition of acting skills, the persuasion of the market, and a shift in mainstream attitudes. In a sense, they weren't lucky ones chosen by popularity, but rather forced popularity to their side with their strength. So to put it more bluntly, good actors are never defined by the length of their dramas, nor by the genre. As long as the work is strong enough, the audience will naturally vote. Yuxin and Xiaoxu have truly achieved a triple win of popularity, critical acclaim, and industry recognition. This double success deserves the title in any field. And when the hype dies down, what truly remains is an actor's core value. For Yuxin and Xiaoxu, this sudden rise to fame didn't make them arrogant. Instead, it revealed a rare clarity and self-discipline. In interviews after the awards ceremony, both of them mentioned their works and roles, with almost no words revolving around the hype itself, a rarity in today's entertainment industry. Looking back at their career paths, a common thread emerges: they never rest on their laurels. In each new project, they explored different character states and emotional expressions. Yuxin is no longer confined to sweet female leads. She's begun to tackle more complex female characters, portraying restraint, hesitation, and retaliation, with layers building gradually. Xiaoxu has also stepped out of his comfort zone as a deeply affectionate male lead, handling character emotions with a more restrained approach, making his roles more realistic. This is why their audience loyalty is exceptionally strong. Many fans don't just ship them as a couple, they seriously discuss plot developments, character logic, and even debate the characters' fates. For actors, this is more valuable than any data. It shows that audiences now see them as actors worth investing emotionally in, rather than fast food commodities. More noteworthy is the subtle shift in the attitudes of platforms and investors. Previously, actors in short dramas were seen as filler options, but now, Yuxin and Xiaoxu have been placed on the short list for key projects. Industry insiders privately remark, they are among the few actors who can translate the pacing advantage of short dramas into the performance density of long dramas. This statement itself is a high level of recognition. Of course, challenges are also looming. The higher they climb, the more rigorous the scrutiny. Whether their next work can maintain its reputation and whether they can continue to shine in a larger narrative will be tests they must face. But judging from their current performance, this duo is clearly prepared. The entertainment industry never lacks traffic, but it always lacks people who can turn traffic into long-term value. The emergence of Yuxin and Xiaoxu serves as a reminder: when actors are serious enough and audiences are sincere enough, so-called boundaries and prejudices will eventually be broken down. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.